Because I want you to
Yeah, I don't have any batting.
each one.
On the stage is today's Battlehood Soldier, Alex Skelton from Marietta. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Battlehead of the Bulldog victory.
Should I be standing?
It's about the commitment of the Bulldogs. It's about committing to the team.
They're coming out. Just get over and get a better shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, your Bulldogs, let it fly. Let's make some Sanford City noise for our 15-0 national champion, Georgia Bulldogs.
trophy down there?
Huh?
Everybody's in their seats, it looks like.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. It's time to attack the day.
Celebrates Georgia going back-to-back for the first time in college football playoff era. To capture the 2022 national championship. Now this is a special season. The Dogs completed just the third 15-0 season in the modern era of college football. Georgia on 14 LSU 50-30 to capture the program's 14th SEC title before ending out on 4 Ohio State 42-41 in the semifinal Chick-fil-A football. And on Monday night, The Dogs scored 65 points. Ever scored in a national championship contest. The top 65-7. Marking the largest victory in a bowl in CFP history. Now today we have several speakers joining us in the celebration, and I'm going to welcome our first speaker, who was hired in January of 2021, the J.R. Reed Parker, Director of Athletics and the best in the country, Josh Brooks.
Somebody screwed up.
I'm 1 year away from getting 10% of my subscribers and watching. 1 year away.
Georgia Athletics as a whole has been pretty impressive this fall under your leadership. Why do you think your staff has had so much success so far this fall?
You're really thinking about it. Starting President Moorhead, his staff, then you go to Coach Smart, his staff, student athletes, every single member of our department. When everyone's pulling in the same direction, the same goal, it's amazing what's happening. And we've had a phenomenal fall. This has been really the best fall semester we've had. We think about the success. We've also had soccer, volleyball, and the best GPA in fall history for Georgia Athletics. All of our communities.
Can you film this quickly? Put on the wall.
And it all starts and ends.
Yeah, just face the TV.
Now, let's
Not
get
facing the
ready,
TV.
and I think everybody here will agree with me. We got the best head football coach in the entire country. What do you think sets Coach Smart apart from everybody else?
Well, for me, I think it's two things. First, the fact that he's in line, his wife, Mary John, care and love they have, his great university. This state, this town, their love.
10% of my subscribers are watching.
Then, it's a focus on the process, right? And I think the way he models that, and focus on the process every day, getting better, simple things every day, it's bled over through the entire department, whether that's student athletes,
Dad,
coaches,
how much
my
longer
staff,
till this
everyone, we're
ends?
all focused on the process. How each of us can do our jobs a
30?
little bit better every day. And when everyone's focused on the process and not on the results, then the results will speak for themselves and that just like they have here recently. So it's process focused.
Now, I heard you talk many times about your mentor friend, and we have Barbara Dooley and her family here today. Can you speak on what Coach Dooley meant to you?
Yeah, Coach Dooley, the entire Dooley family means so much to me. I just love him so much. I'm so honored that he's part of their family. Was able to be a part of the journey for our last 2 weeks, accompanying us to the national game. I just love him so much. There's been a few situations the last 2 weeks where I was supposed to be coming on and asking for advice, so I don't want to miss that aspect. But we're going to do our best to honor his legacy, everything we do. And I said before, and said Coach Dooley is Georgia Athletics. Georgia Athletics is Coach Dooley.
Now, there's no doubt in my mind, I know there's no doubt in your mind, and I've heard Coach Smart talk about it every single week. But this is the best man in the nation right now.
Yeah. Thank you all. The best fan.
Success over the years because of all the things that you just spoke about. But when you think about this Bulldog nation, how do you think they continue to have the success that you have and what is the relationship?
Yeah, well, it all starts right here in San Jose. We create the best home game out here in all the country, right here. Then we go on the road, East Coast or West Coast, doesn't matter where we go. They show up and they support, and they create a home field advantage throughout the country, right? beyond that, the support that they're financially in other ways allow us to build first-class facilities, provide first-class resources for our community. And that is ever-changing landscape in this village. There's little opportunities for I think all of you already, what you've already done, and I continue to thank you because I know at the state of this level, they will continue to show us and support us and have to allow us to keep providing first-class service for all of our student athletes, all of us.
Josh, I appreciate your leadership and appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Go! Moving on to our next speaker, Georgia's 83rd governor and alumnus of the University of Georgia, the Honorable Brian Kemp.
As the men on the stage know, the level of success does not happen overnight. I want to congratulate Coach Smart and his whole staff for putting in the many hours to build not just a championship team, but a championship program that this state can be proud of. As you guys know, Coach Smart is more than a coach. He is a teacher, a motivator, a counselor, and a professor of the gridiron. He's also a professor of things in general who has taught all of us to keep chopping wood, beware of spiritual pride, do the duty that lies near us, work in the right direction, that iron sharpens iron, to attack the day, to be connected and to be a leader. I also want to thank Athletic Director Josh Brooks for his leadership, as well as the entire athletic department staff for all they do to make days like this possible. I also want to give a special thanks to all the UGA faculty, staff, and students who make this campus such a special place, and of course you all, the best fans in the country. Last and certainly not least, I want to thank President Moorhead for his leadership and vision, which continue to guide this proud institution not just athletically, but also academically. As y'all know, earlier this year we lost one of the icons of this university and this team in Coach Dooley. In the great city field of time, we celebrate the lives of Vince Dooley, Larry Munson, and all other Bulldogs who invested their hope in this day's inevitability. The leadership that Coach Smart and Athletic Director Brooks and President Moorhead have shown will act as a seed field for future championships, because the seeds planted by this team will enable future teams to succeed as well. I want to close by recognizing the men whose hard work and performance in the film room, on the practice field, and in stadiums from here to Los Angeles brought each of these trophies back to Athens. The offense led by Stetson Bennett, our first Heisman candidate in 20 years. There's been a lot said about him, but all I know is he just simply wins, baby. I don't know if he reminds me more of a full-born craftsman or Cincinnati. But I do know Stetson left his helmet in southeast Georgia, and he has left his mark on college football. And a tremendous defense at every level that was told it would struggle ultimately to shut down some of the best offenses in football, but they did that. With some incredible leadership from Nolan Smith. He was injured and went through the everlasting no, but he continued to serve as a captain and an inspiration to this team. Georgia could not be more proud of all of you, and no matter where your past lead, you will always be known in this state as national champions. Last year, I issued an official proclamation in recognition of the great accomplishment. It is my honor once again to declare today Georgia Bulldogs National Championship Saturday in the great state of Georgia.
All right, thank you, Governor Kemp. Our next guest was named the 8th Commissioner of the SEC in June of 2015. Under his leadership, the SEC has claimed 5 national titles in football, including the 2022 Georgia Bulldogs. Please welcome SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey.
Thank you. It is good to be in the state of Georgia today, where we understand Kelly before college football games. Thank you to President Moorhead, to Josh Brooks, to Kirby Smart, for the opportunity to be with you today to celebrate the University of Georgia's 2nd consecutive college football national championship. It is the 4th consecutive national championship won by a team from the Southeastern Conference, and never correct the host of the SEC's 6th national championship during the college football playoff era. Since 1998, 6 different SEC universities have had their football teams win national championships, making clear that we are the leader of and in college football in this country. On Monday night in the rainy Los Angeles, the Georgia Bulldogs put an exclamation point on this reality with an undisputed regular season, a national championship, again, the opportunity to bring the big wooden SEC championship trophy for a conference championship here to Athens, Georgia, based on an SEC Eastern Division championship. Once again, you show the strength that is present here and present across our conference. What has happened on the field in our stadiums has me excited about our future as we look at growing to 16 teams as a conference. With new media agreement that will add to the strength and support provided to the men and women in our athletics programs. Even with the change in the college football championship, we know that we will be in the lead. We've also honored the memory of Coach Dooley this fall, just as we did today. He committed to build a foundation. He committed as a leader. And we need leaders today in college football and college sports, not leaders who make a stop to build a resume and go on to something else, but those who understand the problems ahead are real and demand our attention. In the name, image, and likeness era, we need consistent national standards to make sure the opportunities enjoyed by the young man to our side that are new, but those opportunities don't diminish the meaning of college sports in this nation, that they don't take away the opportunities for young people. We need to engage our state and our federal leaders to make sure we have these standards in place so that we have not only opportunities but protections to make certain that on our volleyball and basketball courts, on our track and in our fields, that young men and young women have opportunities for decades, just like the legacy built here by Coach Dooley and those who have followed at the University of Georgia.
Patience.
As you look to our future, let us never forget that it's more than just a moment, but this moment of celebration is critically important to take time to say, you've done it right, young man. You've represented your university, and your state, and your family so well. So thank you to those players. Thank you to the coaches. Thank you to the staff of the University of Georgia and leadership who made today possible. Congratulations. But I've been asked to remind those of you who will be back next year that it is 231 days until that first Saturday of college. 3 SEC championship game down the road in Atlanta. It is 350 days until the college football semifinal. 359 days until we gather again in Houston to determine the college football national championship.
Thank you, Commissioner Sankey, and thank you for the correction. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the 22nd President of the University of Georgia, Jerry Moorhead, a graduate of the UGA School of Law. President Moorhead has led UGA since 2013. He served as the President of the Southeastern Conference, a member of the NCAA Board of Governors, Chair of the NCAA Division I Board of Directors, and as a trustee of the National Football Foundation. Let's hear it for UGA President Jerry Moorhead.
It's great to be a Georgia Bulldog. Look around for a moment at this fantastic crowd. This is an unimaginable moment for us together, back to back, to celebrate national championships. And I want all of our students that are here to recognize that this hasn't always been the case in this institution. Enjoy what has been created and be a part of what is coming in the future as this dynasty continues. In academics and athletics at the University of Georgia. I can't help but think how proud Coach Dooley would be to see us all here gathered again. And I know we all wish he was with us today, but we recognize him with our presence. I want to thank Governor Kemp for his unwavering support of this institution and our football team, and for recognizing our extraordinary achievement. Thank you, Governor. Commissioner Sankey, we are grateful for your tremendous leadership of the Southeastern Conference and for clearly being the greatest commissioner in all the land. Thank you for being here today. To our amazing football team, you are the champions, and the Bulldog Nation will never forget your incredible accomplishments, your historic, undefeated 15-0 record, your SEC championship, your thrilling come-from-behind Beach Bowl victory, your dominant win in the national championship game in front of a packed SoFi Stadium and millions of people watching all around the world. But most of all, we will remember your grit, your tenacity, and how proud you have made all of us to be a part of the Bulldog Nation. have made and for the sacrifices that your families have made as you have worked to develop these extraordinary student athletes. And I want to take a moment to thank our young and exceptional athletic director, Josh Brooks. What a record you have developed here as our athletic director. Congratulations. And to our incredible fans. Our fans are the best fans in college football. And the passion that you bring gives our team a home field advantage everywhere they go, every weekend, no matter where they play. Thank you so much. And to Coach Smart, who I have known since he was a standout student athlete here at UGA, your drive, your relentless work ethic, your devotion to the University of Georgia has led us once again to the very top of college football. Kirby, thank you for your leadership. We are proud now, thanks to you, to be Rose Bowl champions, Sugar Bowl champions, Orange Bowl champions, Peach Bowl champions, SEC champions, and now back-to-back nationals. Indeed, it is a great time to be a Georgia Bulldog. And welcoming our two-time national championship coach, Kirby Smart.
Wow. Where to begin? I know my players are over there going to be brief, coach, be brief, I'm cold, so they'll just struggle. But you know what? They're tough enough to suck it up and handle it over in the shade. I need you to give them a standing ovation. Everybody else, stand up. The Friday special teams meeting. Coach Muschamp just came up and gave y'all a speech about melting face masks and got y'all to clap to wake up. Because every one of them know what I'm talking about. This is a special group. These young men, most of them, sat on this stage last year. And every one of them took advantage of a hell of an opportunity in front of them. With everybody in the country, I didn't have one guy, not even our very own David Pollock, that said this group needed to make the playoffs. They had something different in mind. I want to take an opportunity here to thank several groups. Okay, first of all, I want anybody that's in these players' families, their parents, their aunts, uncles, their guardians to take a stand. The players' families, please stand up. All these players' families. To support these young men. Thank you guys. They travel like our fans travel. They go where we go. And a couple moments stick out to me this season that I want to share. The first is in Atlanta where it all started. Right there against Oregon. What an unbelievable atmosphere. Got to play in our home stadium there at Mercedes-Benz 3 times. And you guys got to every time. Unbelievable atmosphere to play there. And then to these players, the guys sitting listening, and they know who they are. What an environment we went into, and probably didn't play our best game in Columbia, Missouri. But the look on their eyes at halftime, I'll never forget that locker room, walking in, a lot of guys shell-shocked, losing in the game we probably shouldn't have been losing in, and every one of them believed. Every one of them believed. Guys stuck out in the second half. I'll never forget Kenny McIntosh, injured, hardly practiced that week, deep thigh bruise, carrying the ball repeatedly, running through people, and putting the offense on the shoulders and making plays and really hard. For a big home game that was brewing. And it was right after one of our biggest rivals. We go to Jacksonville, we come back here to play, and you guys, the people in these stands, were elite for that game. That's how we got did an incredible job. We had a guy that got defensive player of the game in that game. You know, he didn't have to come back. He's going to be a first-round pick. He's going to probably be a top 10 pick, maybe a top 5 pick. But he elected to come back and play in that game because of the love he has for his brothers. Jalen Carter, thank you so much. So many of these seniors and guys that are going to be a part of this team meant so much to this team. And you know, I like to thank so many people, and I like to tell a brief story. But, you know, after the national championship game, my wife came running on the field. She found me, gave me a big hug and kiss, and I was fired up. And she said, "Why did you worry so much for 10 days? This was going to be so easy." And I said, "Baby, I didn't know it was going to be like this, okay?" We got the opportunity to honor a lot of our seniors, a lot of our defense players who walk off that field, offense and defense, for the way they played and the way they carried themselves as sort of football players. But it meant so much to me, and I know these players will always remember, I'll always remember it. We had a Friday meeting in Atlanta before we played Ohio State, and I heard several players stand up and talk about what this team meant to them, and what the connection meant to them, and how much they had been through their careers here. Some of them 4th and 5th year guys, and I was sitting on the side, kind of watching it all, and I really got emotional, and it really hit me. And when I went up there to talk to the team, you know, I lost it a little bit, and some of them still pick at me today because I teared up a little bit and cried, because they meant so much. They've been through so much to see guys grow from the time they arrived here, like a Chris Smith, a Warren McClendon. All these guys have given body parts and given injuries to this program. It means so, so much. So I want one more round of applause for this team. So our staff, guys, and I know you heard it all throughout the year, our staff, we lost 4 coaches off last year's staff, a lot of support staff people, and we replaced them with new staff members. And this staff is one of the most incredible staff. They sacrifice time away from their families. Their wives raise their children. They're not able to be there with them all the time. They spend a lot of time with our players as their own, more than they do with their own kids. And I'd like to take an opportunity for all our staff's families, the staff's wives, the staff kids, and our staff. Please stand up. The staff is incredible. Stand up right here. They do an incredible job. They sacrifice their husbands, and they sacrifice time to be away from for these players in this university. It means it's unbelievable. I'd also like to thank our administration, Josh Brooks, President Moorhead, for tremendous support. What we've been able to do here and we continue to do behind us is progress. Progress gives us an opportunity to continue the success. I've told every freshman that's come into our place, you don't inherit greatness. You don't inherit it. You come into a special place, a place that cares about football. These fans turn out all the time. They travel all over the country. But you don't inherit that. You work for it. You earn it. And that's what this team did over the last year. They earned every single victory along the way. And it was hard. And it was tough.
and they did it the right way. I want to leave you with one good, easy thought. And I talked to somebody this morning about this, and I thought, what a great way to leave this. You know, peak performance, we all try to have, right? It's easy to try to have peak performance. That's easy. Achieving success is hard. It's really hard. Sustaining success is even harder. So the success we had last year and the ability to win the first national championship in 40-some years, that's really hard. Okay? Being able to sustain it is much harder. Translation for anybody out there, you can have a good day. Many people can find a way to accomplish something of note, but only a select few can maintain a true standard of excellence. And that's what this group has done, and it's really been remarkable in their fraternity and their progress. Winning takes talent. The great John Wood said, winning takes talent, but to repeat, it takes character. And these men have character. A special thanks to Bulldog Nation. We love it here, our family loves it here, and we can't wait to see what lies ahead for this team. This team will have to be hungry because a lot of this team is coming back, and we want great things coming out of this team. Thank you so much for being here. Bulldog team, Cedric Graham, Chris Smith, and the mailman himself, Stetson Bennett. He's talking about connection, resilience with you guys in that. Kind of speak on how it's kind of prepared you guys through this season with some of those terms we got to do already. Just not being interest and being honest and kind of started everything. February versus all here working in the mornings and kind of like when we go back to the connection. We're able to put you guys on the all time because we have this that thing.
No.
Like a lot of
You can go use the bathroom. So I have 21.
Chris, going into this season, everybody talks about moving off so many guys on the defensive side of the ball. 18 guys into the draft, what's going on the defensive side of the ball? This defense wasn't going to be as good. But again, you guys were top 10 defense, so they were 14 points a game. What was the difference in this defense, and what was said amongst you guys all season, leading all the way until Monday night, and then you got the confidence to play the way you did?
I think the biggest difference is the fact that we were coaching games. I got to give a lot of credit to the coaches and the guys, man. We just put our head down. We heard all the guys, the winners, and the only things that we care about were the people in the game and all the fans. So that we were able to put our head down and the rest. We heard all the doubt. We were going to do it right this. When it comes to quarterbacks at the University of Georgia, it's pretty cool to be standing on the stage with them. Stan, obviously, everybody knows the story, everybody knows you came back this year. But when you look back on your career, you look back on this journey, what do you think you're most proud of as a dog?
Yes, I am. I don't know in my life. You trying to tell me that I was good at all the time. You should do like that. And everybody should do that. The thing I'm really most proud of. Yeah. Man, y'all burn us. Y'all burn us. Y'all kept telling us how bad we were and couldn't understand it and, you know, and we had embarrassing people. We all had other stuff going on. And it was 43 and it was, 65-7. It was good. And y'all didn't know what because you didn't. It makes no sense. Sure, we got to read one,
As a guy who had a chance to leave last year, and you came back, why do you feel it's important to come back for this season? Was that a chance to leave? Was it really great? Well, it definitely was a tough season. Something that I had to talk with my coaches. Starting off, I was going to go live, just say that.
It's almost done.
That's fine. Is it not one of us? Come on.
2 minutes. Bye-bye.
2 minutes.
6.
All of them in the spirit, I feel like they did a great job. I don't know, I can't speak enough about both of those basketball. There's been so much to do with it. We want to all the lines, everything, so, nice aspects of the game, so, it was truly a blessing. Please go out and take care of my coach, Stacey Sills, and Eddie Gordon, and Rocky Dancing, so, we really appreciate all the work everybody over there.
Yeah, the Chargers team.
What?
Yeah, the Chargers team.
In part of words, we love getting domination. Obviously, we've done so much for the university, so much for this program. What would you like to say to domination?
I have a question. Listen, I don't know what to say. Y'all boys coming back next year. You say it ain't one yet, it ain't one yet. So it's up to y'all. Everybody in here, thank you all for everything. Okay, the name to X's and O's is the Chiefs and Bills, right?
All right, Chris, everybody on to the
It's almost done.
Chris Smith, Seth Smith,